ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 9 to 5 Fitness Podcast. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Gab, how are you? How'd you sleep?
Mate, I'm doing really well. I slept actually a lot better than expected. How are you and how'd you sleep?
Yeah, I'm going really well. It's so good to be back in the studio doing our thing. We missed out for a little bit there.
Yeah, we did. We had to clear some phlegm from the system, I believe.
We weren't too good.
No.
That sickness wasn't fun.
Jeez, yeah, that was something else, wasn't it, mate?
That was scary. Let's get to it in a sec. Let's just touch on what's been happening as of late.
Yeah.
We went out last night. How are you feeling? It's a Sunday when we record this.
Mate, I feel absolutely fantastic, surprisingly. We had Jackson Warren's 23rd, a really good fella. He hired this place in like a real nice, what was the joint?
Sorrento Hotel, yeah.
Yeah, oh, mate. Unlimited drinks and there were cocktails on the menu.
Oh, just crazy.
We're going 1, 2,
Port Star martinis.
Mate.
I didn't know how good they were.
Mate, they were unbelievable. Full of sugar.
Yeah.
Full of sugar.
Which is surprising because we're not that hungover this morning. In fact, not at all.
20 drinks
in
the night.
Roundabout.
And don't feel hungover at all.
Skipped it.
Which has me thinking, I don't know, is it like if you're having spirits, do you have like a much cleaner effort with the hangover than if you're just drinking beer?
Yeah, well, we normally do have beer. So I reckon that's why. So it might be time to make the shift.
Because the night before I was at the footy watching Carlton Sydney and I was mainly drinking beer and I probably only had 8 drinks and I was actually hung the day after. Whereas I was mainly drinking like gin and tonics and cocktails at this birthday and felt $1,000,000 after it.
No, it's interesting, isn't it? I'm stoked to be here and not hungover.
Yeah.
So it's a good Sunday. But it was cool. The Peninsula, Mornington Peninsula.
Yeah, we don't get out there too often, so it was good to experience it.
We were in an army barracks kind of Airbnb.
Yeah, school camp type vibes.
Yeah, it was.
I was there were like bunk beds and we were sleeping in the same room because it was a bit too big for us and we just wanted to make sure we were nice and safe there. So I remember like waking up in the middle of the night just absolutely pazzing out. I'm like, dude, like what if someone's broken in and stolen it? I don't know why I was thinking like that.
They've just ransacked the whole house.
I was literally pazzing out, too scared to leave my bed.
Did I snore?
Yeah.
What was the general vibe? Because I've slept same rooms as mates and stuff. With you as well, and I've been told I'm gasping for air and...
Oh, I didn't really give it too much attention, too much time of day. I just had the earplugs in and the sleep mask on, and I could hear the faint snoring, and I was passing out and just get back to bed, Gab.
Yeah, back to sleep.
You're not going to solve world peace right now.
You had quite a melodious snore.
Oh, really?
It's just like quite consistent.
Snore, mate.
Yeah, I don't snore. I can't believe anyone's ever complained about your snoring in the past.
Really?
Mate. Yeah, it's fine. I quite enjoy it. In fact, I couldn't sleep the other night because of this bloody flu, and I could hear you absolutely snoring the house down. That's 2 doors away. Yeah. Both shut, and I could hear you, and I loved it. I was like, the homies getting this
Was it good? Was it a good snore? It's not an ugly snore?
No, I liked it, mate. Better than mine. Apparently I'm choking, and I should probably be on a machine.
I remember my ex was like complaining about she couldn't get a wink of sleep at the start when she started sleeping over. And then by the end, I think she grew to love it. Yeah, it was just like a comforting.
Mate, if I ever sleep with anyone, it's the first thing I ask in the morning. Oh, did I snore? Like I feel really bad.
Oh, really? I don't feel bad. That's your issue.
It sucks to suck.
Yeah, it sucks to
Didn't
suck,
get a wink of sleep.
Literally.
Who is this bloke?
Anyway, we've gone completely off on a tangent. What else do we need to chat about?
We can go to the flu if we want.
Oh, yeah. So this flu, that is absolutely ripping through Melbourne,
mate.
And the rest. It's they've developed it in Area 51. They've put a few different particles together.
Oh, it is painful. So you had it first.
I had it first.
And like...
Should we start from the start?
Yeah, let's start from the start.
Okay, so I had my powerlifting comp. Wayne was at 6 a.m. Absolutely disgusting, right? And I was coming down with something through it. So it's 6 a.m. on Mother's Day and you're lifting around 600 kilos in total. You're not meant to be doing that.
No.
And I was like coughing up blood, coughing up my left kidney. It was disgusting, but I had to compete still. Like I just had to get it done. I was so sick through it. So squat, bench went well. And by the time deadlifts came around, man, I was so fatigued. I was so tired. And like I was coming down with something, right? I got home. You probably saw how dead I was.
Yeah.
And I just thought felt so bad because the central nervous system fatigue after a powerlifting comp is pretty intense. So I just thought, you felt like you'd been hit by a train kind of setup, but it was worse than usual. Anyway, soldier through, get it done, get the Instagram posts up, whatever. Prime trains there. We go out that night. There's another story from that night, which I will mention later. But get home after that, have a few drinks. That was a Sunday night. I'm not kidding. I didn't leave my bed till Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, well, because I thought you were just nursing a really bad hangover, and I'm going, fuck this bloke, like, mate, get out of bed, like, get moving, you like grow up a little bit. Obviously, I didn't say that to you, but I just thought, in bed for 2 days, and then I got it. Yeah. And I was in bed for 4 days. Like, it hit me like a truck.
It was something. Man, I've never experienced anything like it.
I tried to go about my day as usual. Because that's what I normally do with sickness. Like, just try and forget about it and push on. Yeah. Mate, I had to get in bed.
It was, dude, do you think it's like nothing you felt before?
Yeah. And I think it could be multiple reasons. Probably because we haven't been out and exposed to it in ages. Yeah.
But like for me, I thought, it's just body aches from the powerlifting stuff. And then, because it wasn't like... There was a bad cough as well, but it wasn't like the sinusy type stuff that comes with a cold. It was genuinely like everything on my body felt broken.
Yep.
I remember like going in the shower, and because I felt like such a wuss, I like went to sit in the shower and like I went to sit and support myself with like my hand down there, and I swear I like broke my forearm doing that. It was like I was some 87-year-old frail old man who's broken his leg by like walking down the stairs.
The hip
like,
replacement.
Mate, it felt unbelievable. But I remember the only time I left my bed in 2 days was because I begged my dad to go drop Powerade off at my doorstep, and I got downstairs. It took me like 30 minutes to walk downstairs, and I grabbed it and went back upstairs and kept sleeping. Yeah, no,
scary as. I had it, and then mum and dad came and picked me up from here. They were in town, and up to the farm, and then I just like couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't get fluid or food down.
Yeah. How hard is it? Because like the last thing you want to do is eat or drink.
Yeah, exactly. I felt shocking. Like felt like my eyes were crossing and stuff. Anyway, and it got to the point where it was just getting so bad. I was like, you know what? I think I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Which sounds like I felt like the biggest bitch, but went to the hospital. They put me on a drip, and I felt a lot better after that. And yeah, I wasn't good at all. So stay safe out there. Monitor your temperature. And
so do you think like it got to that level because you didn't drink anything?
Yeah, I'd say so. So it just like...
So it's somewhat self-inflicted, but it's also so understandable to not.
Yeah.
Because like you don't... Like, I remember craving Powerade. I'm like, Dad, I remember messaging you as well. I need some Powerade. Can someone get me some Powerade?
Yeah. No, so I had the drip, and mate, the drip's good.
Feel
Unreal.
Yeah.
It's, straight
You
in
don't
the
like
system.
needles though, do you?
I hate needles, but I was so sick, I couldn't have cared. I didn't care at all.
Get it in me.
Stuck it straight in, and so hydrated. Two bags of like the saline or whatever it is, like the solution.
Yeah. Hydrolyte.
Mate, straight to the veins.
Yeah.
Ice in the veins.
And you even had an article written about you.
I did, Daily Mail. So they contacted me, sent me a DM, and you know what we say, like, got to capitalise on a good crisis, make a few TikToks. Mum's there getting content while I'm dead. She's like talking to you.
Yeah, because Louis was meant to... I remember you doing a collab post with Prime.
Yeah.
And you posted it, so you got the job done, well done.
Mate,
and then you didn't reply to anything else, and then... I get a message from Louis' mum saying he's not doing too well, he's in hospital. So I had to relay the messages on to all the other boys.
Yeah.
And it was we were pretty worried. We were calling each other going, what the fuck's happening here? And yeah.
No, I appreciate the support. It's always good knowing you've got mates that are looking after you and looking out for you. And shout out to Mum for looking after me. She got fired up that she wasn't mentioned in the article from Daily Mail.
Yeah, well, hopefully we get a few more articles written about us and we get that blue tick one day.
Yeah, bastards.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be nice. Someone write an article about us. Going out and that kind of thing.
Yeah, going out.
Do you want to touch on your story?
Oh, yeah.
You said it had to do with the flu.
So I haven't told you this story, Louis.
Mate, I've been waiting like 2 weeks for this.
And to be honest, I think I've overhyped it. It's really not that good. But it was like... So me and Prime were out that night. I was absolutely dead like before going out, and I somehow fired up, had a few drinks, started feeling all right, got amongst it. Prime was there. It was his last night in Melbourne, so of course we got to have a crack. But it was a Sunday night, so everywhere's bloody empty. A bit grim, to be honest.
I had to leave early. I'd left at like 8:30.
Yeah, it was pretty... Yeah, so we made the most of what we could do. There were some AFLW players there and some other girls, and it was good fun. And me and Prime were just like taking the absolute piss, just like filming in clubs, just like funny stuff. Like last night was a movie, bro, or this shit. We were just like... I love when Prime's here because we're just like taking the piss the whole time out of everything. Like going up to random people and chatting and just like whatever.
Yeah, he's very confident.
Yeah, it's such good fun. Anyway, we go to Electric. I get in, and then Prime doesn't have his ID.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, you idiot. What are you doing? He doesn't have his ID, right? So then we go to this joint somewhere bar. right?
Yeah.
So we go there. It's a crack. Prime, of course, straight onto the 2 most attractive girls in the club. Straight onto him. He makes a beeline for it and starts chatting to him. Bloke has a lot of confidence. You see, I struggle with the cold approach. But when I'm with Prime, like, I feel better with it.
Yeah, because he does it first.
He does the icebreaker, and then I just stroll in.
Hey.
I'm like, oh yeah, how's it going? Yeah. Females talk to 0.
Yeah.
Eye contact's made 28. Damn, she's fire, bro. Yeah. But yeah, he's real good at that, right? So we go up to him. I end up talking to probably the more attractive one out of the 2. Good result.
Huge
and
result.
So I'm chatting on to her. She's great value, really cute, absolutely loving it. And she's telling me the girl that Prime's chatting to is a dead end because she's got a boyfriend and the boyfriend is her cousin. Something like that.
Oh!
Anyway, we pull away and we're having a good old chat. And she's like, oh, do you want to get a drink?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really buy girls drinks just because I'm a stingy bastard and I don't want to pay for your drink. But I don't know, something about it.
She was worth it?
I thought she was worth it.
So you bought her a drink?
So I bought her a drink, 2 vodka cranberries straight to the dome.
Yep.
We love it. She's having a few tokes of the vape. I indulge in a few tokes of the vape as well.
Yep.
We're having good old chat. Something that for you fellas that have 0 game out there like me, just a simple tip. When they're talking, actually listen.
Active listening.
So I remembered her name.
Yeah.
I remembered where she went to school. I remembered her age. I remember which university she went to. I remember her course as well.
Yeah, good man. That's podcasting has helped us with that heaps. I reckon active listening. Continue.
Yeah, I used to be really bad at that. I wouldn't give a fuck what they were saying. I just talk about my bench press the whole time and it didn't work too well.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, for those of you, it's just a little tip. Anyway, so she was really impressed. Oh, you remember this and that? It's like, yeah, got 2 brain cells, rubbing them together. Anyway, really good. So we're drinking, having a good chat, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, all right, I'm just going to go say bye to my friends. I'm like, hang on.
Whoa.
That's quick. I mean, I'll take it, but was not expecting that. It's like, have you seen those TikToks where the guys warming up?
So she's saying you guys go together.
Yeah.
Oh, the big
have you seen those TikToks where the guys warming up in the corner doing the stretches and it's like the chance? He's getting the call up to the ones.
Yeah, here we go.
I felt like that, right?
Here we go.
And so I'm chatting to Prime like, I could be on here. She's saying bye to the friends, blah, blah. And mate, 30 minutes had passed and she's still chatting to the friends.
Oh, no.
Absolutely locked in.
Oh.
And I'm just about ready to call it, you know.
Right, come on, love.
And so, yeah, I go to the bathroom with Prime. I can't even see her anymore there.
Oh,
I'm like, mate, she's
done a
bloody... She's used me for a drink and then she's gone and pissed off. Fair enough. Like, absolute bait lord, but...
Let me know, please.
To be fair, whatever. Like, you got a free drink. And I'm just like, yeah, use me for a drink. Is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah, you learn.
Hold that L, Gab. Hold that L.
Yep.
Anyway, I go say bye to Prime, get an Uber home, right? And then from there, obviously, I didn't leave my bed till Tuesday afternoon. But here's a twist. I checked my phone, 6 p.m. the next day because I was literally knocked out.
Yeah.
I got in the Uber at 12:47.
Huh.
I checked my message request on Instagram.
You wouldn't check him in the car, would you?
Nah, because I was dead. 12:51, I have a message from this girl, right? She goes, "Excuse me, sir, where are you?"
Oh, no!
You used me for my vape. 4 minutes. If I would have hung around with Prime chatting some shit for 4 minutes,
and she was
I
hot.
could have found my future wife.
And she was, yeah.
And after that, I replied, I said, "Isn't your name this, not this?" And she never replied to that. So obviously maybe she felt like embarrassed. I don't know, didn't reply and then like the moment's gone kind of thing.
Wow.
So yeah, I kind of got left.
Mate, that's a good story. I'm happy with that.
But like sliding door moments, eh?
Sliding door. That she could have been the one.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this,
she could have been a fucking head case though.
She could have. Could have dodged a bullet. You never know. But so I don't know. I shouldn't shout out her details on here.
Nah. Are you going to show me?
I think her name was like Charlie or Charlotte.
That's a good name.
So her name was Charlie, but her Instagram name was Charlotte.
Okay.
And I reckon the name Charlie is so attractive on a girl. So attractive.
Those like kind of...
Riley. Yeah. Charlie.
Riley Reid.
Could be a bloke. Could be a girl.
Could be anything.
But I reckon that name on a girl is so attractive.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good name. Well, mate, that's a great story. I'm sorry you didn't get to take her home.
And I probably would have given her bloody swine flu 2.0, so it's probably a good result.
The worst 10 minutes of her life. The most disappointing 10 minutes of her life. Giving her swine flu. Here he goes. No, it's good. Yeah, well, I was hoping I'd hear 2 sets of legs coming up the stairs, but didn't.
Had the RMs on.
Yeah, clicking away.
Yeah, clicking away.
Click. Well, that's good. Well, I was out as well the other week, and I had to have a bit of a story. Also, a bit of a stitch up, I'm not going to lie. And, you know, we're in the fortunate position where people want to buy us drinks. And some people are really persistent on it. I'll always say, mate, you don't need to buy me a drink.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, seriously, I want to buy you a drink. Yeah. Like, you've helped me out so much. I really appreciate it. So this one guy, I'm at a bar, and he goes, mate, I'm going to buy you, and I was with Prime Train, going to buy you boys a drink. I'll get us all around. Here we go. He gets 3 vodka Red Bulls, which I hate them personally. Like, I'm a big fan. It's towards the end of the night. You just can't be touching them.
Start of the night.
And he bought these. Anyway, so he goes, yeah, I'll get 3 of those. Goes pay for it. He goes, oh, my card's declined. Can you pay? And you know how I am, like I will happily pay my way out of a situation just to, like, if anything's awkward, like I'll just be like, yep, no worries, mate. So I'm like, yeah, mate, no worries. So I've paid for this fucking round that I don't even want. He grabs and he goes. He's out of there.
Mate, he's schooled you. We both got schooled for drinks.
He schooled me so well.
We both got absolutely scammed,
so well. I didn't even drink it because, like, I was going home. I didn't want more caffeine.
Fuck.
What
a little runt.
Little smart
mate,
runt.
why are you in the club if you bloody
card to club? Oh.
Mate, honestly, if that happened to me, I'm like, sounds like a you problem, brother. You ordered it.
I know.
I got a bloody bear trap on my wallet.
Literally. Oh, so bad. And I've been thinking about it, like, you know, like it's not the coin. I don't care about that. We've had a lot of drinks bought for us in our time. We're very fortunate to, you know, be in that position, but it's the principle. Like, I got so schooled there. I reckon he knew from the start what he was doing. He was like, can you pay?
Do you reckon my situation, there's any chance that it was an intentional schooling, or she was just all over the shop?
Well, why would she message you?
Yeah.
I don't
But
think...
she took too long, I reckon.
Yeah.
We don't wait around for bloody 40, 45 minutes, mate.
I mean, you should have checked your... Yeah. No, so did you take her vape? Or?
No. I just had a few tokes. Yeah. She was having a few tokes. She pulls out, I'll have a few tokes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's stiff, mate.
Charlie or Charlotte, if you're listening.
Would you go? Would you? Yeah.
Is the Pope Catholic, mate?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, like, so going out and stuff, and we're lucky that we have drinks bought for us.
The Legends last night. We're at a joint called the Continental at a club in there. It was quite cool. It was like you got your joint out the front, SB type setup.
Yep.
You go through the back door. It's like a hidden little nightclub in there. Pretty cool setup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great setup.
Yeah.
But we had some people buy some drinks for us again, which was
absolute legends.
So kind. Like, obviously, guys, you don't need to buy us drinks. Like, we do this.
I'll take it though.
We'll take it. But especially like the younger ones, these guys, they're a bit younger, I think. And it's like, you're probably working for, you know, maximum 25 an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, we really appreciate that. And it means a lot to us. You guys are legends, and like, you don't need to buy us a drink, but thank you very much.
Yeah, we really appreciate you.
But yeah, anyway, what else?
What else is there, mate? Just the NTF product plug, because we need to keep a roof over our head. Mm-hmm. Isn't that correct?
Yep. Keep a roof over our head. We can do this I'll start off.
Yeah. Mate, I usually start.
Yeah, you usually start. But we have programs. I have a program. It's called the Athletic Based Resistance Program. It's aimed to help you improve athletically. It has weight training. It has running. It has a suggested structure. If you're looking to improve your footy or any kind of high intensity sport, this is the program for you. Gab, if they want to do your thing.
Well, I want to stop you there, mate, because you posted a video of some of your highlights, mate.
First time ever.
You sent 10 blokes for a sausage roll down at the corner store. He bounces, he sells the candy, runs through a bloke, cleans up another. One bloke's broken his ankles, he's off to the Alfred. This bloke you get highlights every game. If you want to see more, like, you guys surely know the video I'm talking about. If not, it's on Louis' TikTok. He just schools half the bloody team and kicks it off for efficient disposal. If you guys want more Louis content, please send him a DM, yeah?
Yeah, do.
Or chuck a comment on the YouTube.
If I got the support behind it, I will.
Yeah, because we see Prime Train, plays against blokes that should be in a respiratory system, and he's serving candy, and he's running 100 metres on him. He's taking a specky on some 4 foot tall.
It's like Make-A-Wish Foundation. Here he is. Chris Judd.
They're mostly rugby up in Queensland.
Yeah.
Prime's actually bloody good. But anyway, but he loves posting his highlights.
Yeah.
Louis plays in a league where all they do is play footy and they want to beat the shit out of you in the car park after the game if you lose. So,
bring the bat.
And Louis is doing well there. So I know he doesn't want to be too loud about it, but we want to see more Louis content, and he trains really hard and he's actually a good player. So
thank you, mate. Yeah, well, just quickly on that, I probably have been a little bit gone too hard on the fact of me saying I'm not that good at footy, I'm not that good, because when I uploaded that, people are like, oh, you can actually play.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We do like to let the footy do the talking,
Yep.
but maybe there'll be a bit more content. Anyway, I have the power building program, which is a completely different style of training. If you don't want to be an athlete and do well on the pitch, and you want to be an uncoordinated but aesthetic strong man like myself, in my own words, I absolutely love it, don't I? Then you can train on the power building program. I think there is so many people on it, just like all the gym bros. It is literally the best like gym style program out there. Athletic stuff, we got you, Prime, you can take care of it, whatever.
Yep.
Me, like, what else are you going to do? Get on some cookie cutter influencer bullshit?
Yeah.
This is the power building program. This is boost your strength up in your major compound lifts, as well as look absolutely aesthetic. It's the way I train. It's 6 days a week, intertwines power building and bodybuilding training. It's 11 weeks, and you even have a testing phase at the end to test your 1 rep maxes. It is scientifically optimized. You got your deloads, just optimized volume, everything like that. And there's so many reviews on it. People just love it. If you're not on it and you're on some other bullshit program, then enjoy lackluster progress. So
you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. You can also pair either of those programs with a meal plan.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a merchandise line. We are constantly upgrading. We just got samples in for some new singlets.
They're the best,
mate. They're amazing. They got like this white piping on it. We got a Nardo grey and a navy blue, and also a, what was the other one?
Green.
Yeah, seafoam green. Look absolutely unreal. But our favourite item, since it's getting really cold in Australia at the moment, is
trackies.
Yeah, the trackies.
I'm wearing my tracky pants right now. The joggers is what we call them. The jumper as well is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're getting a few more orders. So like, stock is running out. If you want to actually get some for this winter, then make sure you go quick.
It's just like super slim fitting. We absolutely love it. I'm sure you guys will. If you already have it, you know what we're talking about. It's seriously good quality. Go pick up some shorts as well. You can get a whole bundle. Support us. We love seeing your orders on it. There's been some massive orders on the website, hasn't there?
These people, they're too
Kids
good
spending
to us.
like $500 on merch. Like we love that, seriously. And they're using the discount code podcast on it, so we know they're a listener.
Yeah, we do. And like it shows in Shopify after we release a podcast, often like people buy things. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you can use code podcast and you get 10% off essentially. And thank you very much for keeping this roof over our head. We could have some very cool plans with new houses and people moving in the future.
Mate, new houses, podcasts, like people. Yeah, things are very exciting.
You guys are making this happen. It's You want to be buying the stocks essentially.
You want to be buying in.
Yeah. So the next topic we have is mental health, mate.
Mental health. Let's talk about it.
Mental health, mate.
Right, lads.
No, it's no joke, is it?
It's no joke, but it's good to talk about.
We've had our fair share of struggles, particularly those of you who've listened to a lot of episodes. You can probably tell like the fluctuations we have in our own mental health, and we're pretty transparent with what goes on.
Try to be.
You know, you got breakups, family members passing away, you know, you got stress, trying to bloody put the roof over your head, you know.
Getting told to kill ourselves every week.
Getting
by
death
comments.
threats. There's a fair amount, but we're pretty good at the moment, aren't we?
Mate, very good, I'd say. Mm-hmm. Life is good. And I suppose we should talk about what we've done to improve and what we do. And how we can kind of get out of slumps.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I think today was a perfect example. Like, I don't know, I've got my fair share of fluctuations. I've definitely like a lot better than where I was. We were talking about probably like, how many months ago was it?
6 to 8.
6 to 8 months. Oh, it was absolutely grim.
Oh, she was grim.
Yeah, she was grim. And we're definitely a lot better than we were then, but it's still a work in progress. You still have off days. They're completely normal. So if you're having those, you're definitely not alone. But I think I put it on my Snapchat. I feel like I'm on this path to building an indestructible kind of mental health. And there's certain things I'm doing to create that and foster that. And I think like all this other stuff you have in your life, it might come and go. It's external. You know, you got money, you got girlfriends, even certain friends. I hope that we're permanently in each other's lives, kind of thing.
Solid.
But like, there's things you might get zeroed out that can come and go, like jobs you might get let go of, something like that. I don't know. Is there anything else that
Yeah, just variables. Yeah, things.
Even like loved ones passing away, which is obviously terrible. But if you have that really solid, indestructible internal mental health and just security, and I don't know, you fought your demons, you've dealt with everything, you've packed it away neatly. I feel like you're in so much of a better position to deal with life's curveballs at that point.
Yeah, definitely. And we're in the process of trying to create that. Firstly, we are not actually professionals in any form, in any way, shape or form with mental health, but we do like to talk about it. Now, some things we did today. We were in Blairgowrie, or we were down in Mornington. And we went like hiking, like a bit of rock jumping. That rock jump was scary.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like the biggest one for me is just, that we live in a certain area and walking around those streets and just staying in that routine and the same mundane monotony. Like, it's not really that good for like mental health, I don't reckon, if you're just doing that day in, day out. And it made me realise, and it makes me realise every time we do it, when we get a change of scene and we go somewhere and we go on an adventure and we do something that's, might put you in a bit of a vulnerable position, you just feel so much better after it, and I feel like it's long lasting. Yeah,
for sure. So today, this rock jump, we got there. It's about like, let's say it's a 7 to 10 meter rock jump.
Yeah.
And it feels so high when you're up there. Like, you're not sure if it's deep enough.
My stomach was dropping when I was up there.
So we climbed. I thought there was no chance you were going to do it.
Yeah.
We got up there. We did the small one, and then I jumped off the big one.
Yeah.
And like far out.
We both got up there together at the same time. And you're like, oh, fuck, mate. Like, you're like going first. And I'm like, no, mate, you're going first. And you do it. And after you do it, I'm like, oh, no, there's no way I'm doing it. I literally chickened out. I've done like a 140 meter bungee jump. I think it's one of the biggest. And I feel like I was not as scared for that as I was for this, which is odd.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, mate, it was like pretty scary. So you get up there and then you're like there's all this doubt. There's like all this shit. When I was climbing up there, I was like, I just want this to be over with. Like, because you're so vulnerable. Like, even standing up there, standing on top, you feel like you're in a dream and
the
you could fall.
wind's whistling around.
Yeah.
And
then
everyone below's like, don't do it.
Feet on the ground. Yeah. And then you jump. You hit the water, like the fall is really quick.
Not to mention it's not summer either at the moment.
Yeah, so it's freezing. We're in our little budgies.
Yeah.
And then straight into that water, it's like a shock. Oh, you're still alive. No worries. Swim to the top. You get out and you feel incredible.
Oh,
you've like had this, like, you've jumped this gap.
Yeah.
And you feel brilliant. And then, so you were standing up there and I'd just gone and you're like, mate, I don't think I can do it. I was like, no, you're doing it. Come on. Like, get going.
Oh, mate, I literally felt sick. I'm like, I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't get that sick feeling, but I felt sick. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, I'm going to have to go back down. But I was just thinking, mate, we got an hour and a half car ride home.
Yeah. And if I did it and you
I'm going to feel so depressed if I don't do it. Like, I just need to do it. So I was just like, fuck it. And I just like,
just need to go.
Jump. I didn't even count down. Just like, I need to go. And it's over pretty quickly, but I was shitting myself while I was dropping, but
Yeah, he's like waiting for the fall. But mate, that, like, after that, we felt incredible. And I suppose the point of this is saying, like, put yourself in vulnerable positions and like...
And people might be listening to this going, oh, big deal, you jumped off a rock or whatever. You might be, all right, go join the bloody X Games and Tony Hawk. But for us, this was a bit of a big deal, right? And we felt $1 million after it. So... Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you can scale it. If you're Tony Hawk, then bloody go jump off the Paris, what's it called? Eiffel Tower, mate. I don't know. Do you, mate?
Yeah,
but for us, this was pretty good.
Actually, there's water at the bottom as well. Yeah, I think it's like rock jumping is like the perfect thing of like, you just have to confront this mental challenge that is in front of you. You just have to do it. Like, you can't count down. Just go. Like, once you take that step, it's like, okay.
Yeah. I reckon there'd be that many people listening, oh, bloody easy. And then, all right, go get up there.
And then you get up there.
And now you know what we're talking about. Because it's so much higher when you're actually up there.
Yeah.
And we were having a chat about it, like, which of our mates do you reckon would go and do it?
Yeah, none that Prime, I think, would.
Yeah, Prime would.
That's it. That's all I can think of.
I can't think of many mates that actually would go and do it.
Yeah.
Especially on a very cold day.
What is it? Cold day in Stoke, whatever.
Yeah, cold rainy night in Stoke.
But yeah, so it's good. And it's good to get out of where we're living. Get out, do stuff like every single time.
Routine.
Yeah. Oh, also, just don't actually do the rock jump, people. I think it might be either illegal or just do it safe.
Is it illegal?
Not illegal, but we can't be promoting it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe just, take what we said with a grain of salt. And if the government are listening, we're not in Australia, mate.
Please be safe out there. What else? I think like travel's really important.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited to go to America in a month now. Yeah, exactly a month is when I'll be leaving. So the trip's going to be pretty expensive, but I know that travel is literally the best investment you can make into yourself. And I haven't left the country since pre-COVID, since exchange. I've done a few domestic trips, but haven't left the country. So I'll be extremely excited for that. And I just think putting things into perspective, and it just, I don't know, you just grow up so much when you do independent travel. Yeah,
definitely. You're breaking up that routine as well. Like getting out, and you're going to come back. So if you even do come back, mate, I got a feeling you'll bloody find a wife and never come back. Yeah. But and you break up that routine and it gives you perspective, as you said.
Yeah, I've been told the girls in LA are someone else. So
yeah, by a good source as well.
Yeah, by a good source. Let's hope they like Australian accents.
Yeah, often. Oh, mate, you can turn it right on.
Yeah, go the blonde mullet.
Yeah, the
big. G'day, mate. Callum von Moga. Yeah. Oh no, can't mention. Oh no, we can. Whatever.
Definitely.
It's our podcast.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah, we wish Callum the best.
We do wish Callum the best.
But yeah. So another one I wanted to chat about, which I've heard is really key to like good mental health and just like overall productivity, but just setting the tone for the day. And it's something I used to be quite good at, but now I'm actually really, really struggling with it. And that is when your alarm goes off in bed, you get up straight away and you don't scroll your phone. You go, whether you go to the toilet, go whatever it is. But the idea is you don't click snooze on that alarm clock and you don't scroll your phone. Man, this is probably the thing I'm the worst at.
I find what helps me the most with that is like having something to look forward to when you wake up. So like for me, it's my coffee in the morning. Like I'm so excited. I go downstairs, make my coffee, sit there, do Wordle while sipping my coffee, get it, and then go for a walk or go to the gym.
That's unreal, mate.
Like having a process that you are excited to look forward to helps with that. But it's hard. You just got to do it.
I'm getting really, like, I'm beating myself up over it, which I know isn't good. But I think the kind of the rationale behind it is like you start your day off well and you kind of build that momentum. It's like the first win of the day and you just build up from there. And, you know, if you're taking in all this information from your phone and you're checking all your notifications and getting all these early dopamine hits, I've heard that it's not like the healthiest thing for you.
Not an ideal start.
But man, what I literally have been doing lately, it is really, really bad. It's actually quite a low point for me, even though I'm still getting like doing well during my day. Like set the alarm for 6:30, 7, whatever it is, and mate, I will literally snooze the alarm and fall asleep for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I won't be up until 8:30, and then I'll just go scroll my phone. And mate, the day is just off to such a lackluster start. And people who probably know me and have watched my content think like, what, that's not you at all. I thought you were different. Kind of thing. But like, I'm trying to improve it, but it's just something I'm really struggling with at the moment. And I know if I get that right, that'll be a huge ticket. Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. You'll get there. I feel like it's good, like speaking it out into the world as well.
Yeah,
mate, we'll be checking in next podcast to make sure you.
I don't know what's kind of the key to it. Like,
I mean, it's just like you just have to do it.
You just that's what I always say. Like right now, I'm like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna do it, man. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Like
I can come charging in, mate.
Yeah, mate. It's I don't have any pants on, mate.
Here I come. I'll jump on.
It's like. Right now I'm so fired up to do it, but when it actually happens, bro, I find it that hard. I don't know if there's something in my brain, like I've got chronic fatigue or something, like some sort of excuse, but I don't know why I'm finding it so hard, dude.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It is it's I feel like you're not really a morning person, are you?
Well, when I'm cycling, I am, man.
Yeah,
like,
true.
When I was like getting up at 5 and stuff like that, I found it so easy. A lot of the time, like sometimes I'll like post. Oh, like more recently, not before, but like I'll post a good night Snapchat or whatever. It'll be like 9 p.m. and bro, I'll fall into this trap of just like scrolling social media for an hour and a half, and I've had all those dopamines and blue light exposure, and I find it that hard to go to sleep after. And I know I'm stuffing myself up, but I don't know. Yeah.
Could the key be to create something like like almost have an appointment or something when you wake up like an early, or like force yourself like, all right, this morning I have to go to Elwood Beach, let's say, go for a walk, like something to look forward to.
I feel like my mind always sees through that shit. It's like, oh, I can push this back if I really want to, like it. So yeah, I just need to fix it essentially.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah. Another thing that's been incredible, which you've gotten kind of me into, is listening to audiobooks and Audible. I just did one called The Man's Search for Meaning, which I've read it in the past, but I'm just like not a good reader, and I've just missed like all these details. So going back through that, and there's so much content for books out there that like anyone, just because you're a sport guy who didn't do great in school, it doesn't mean you can't consume them. Like there is a way, and if you're not a good reader, listening to books is so good.
Yeah, dude, like I love Audible. We're not sponsored by Audible or anything, but like I'm a really bad reader. Like I got like a pretty high, like 96 plus ATAR kind of thing. I didn't read a single book. I literally just use Audible because there's something in my brain, mate. It's literally like a chore for me, and I'm just not gonna. If it's a chore for me, I'm not gonna do it. So what I did in year 12 and year 11, actually, I would buy the book, but I'd also buy the audio book, and I'd put headphones in and follow along. So it like forced me to read at a certain pace, and I just tick it along. Summer holidays, read this book, read another book, kept doing it like that, and that was a game changer for me. So I don't know, I just really, really enjoyed it. Whereas if I'm just reading it, it's like, dude, fuck this.
And it's like all different dialogue in your head. Like I'm thinking about what I need to do tomorrow. And
yeah,
I can't.
Whereas some people love reading and they can do it for hours and they can finish books, like 17 books in 1 week. It's like, man, and that's really impressive to me.
Yeah.
Whereas I can't do that. I think I'm more of a auditory / kinesthetic learner. So like I learn by listening and learn by doing or teaching it to other people. So that's just me. I really can't read. And there's only so many... Is that the dog? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. There's only so many good podcasts out there, I reckon. Whereas if you find a good book, and you can usually get good book recommendations, it's just really a high quality resource.
Yeah. Oh, mate, so true. I don't know why audiobooks weren't promoted earlier to me in life, especially with school and stuff. Like I just needed to accept the fact I'm not a great reader, and I've got all this shit going on when I was younger that like I couldn't bloody read. So like should be listening to it. And yeah, as you said, there's so much content out there.
You guys are like a really good reader, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are listening.
So impressive.
Send us like if you found the struggles that we have, and if you found anything that helped you, like a tip. Maybe we're just like really silly and missing a clear tip, but man, through uni I didn't buy a single book, not gonna lie. That like I graduated like high marks, got into like honours economics at a good university. They'd always prescribe readings, mate. Don't actually do what I'm telling you, but I didn't do a single reading in 4 years of uni. Like I would literally just do like the practice essays and practice exercises just because I like doing rather than fucking rote learning bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, anyway, I don't know how this has got onto the mental health chat, but basically these audiobooks have made me feel really empowered.
Just quickly, let's give some recommendations, at least the one. So I've just listened to The Man's Search for Meaning. I did that in like a day, 2 days. That's a fantastic book. It gives perspective. It like explains a lot in your life. So I'd recommend that if you're like a little bit more mature and looking for something to read.
I'm definitely putting that on my list. Yeah. You've talked it up quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. What about you? Do you have any?
Just like the really obvious ones. I got a lot out of The Barefoot Investor.
I'm about to listen to that.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I think that's pretty game changing. Obviously nothing new with that recommendation. How to Win Friends and Influence People, because I'm a bit of a C word and I don't know how to interact with people. Very analytical. So now I have some social skills after that.
Listen here.
Yeah, right. So book summary of How to Win Friends and Influence People is, right, listen here, you little runt. If you don't do this, I'm going to hold your bloody family hostage, mate. All right? You got that? Yeah? All right, now go do it. All right?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, managing people.
And then I've been listening to, what's it called? The Resilience Project. Mate, I felt empowered after that. I was listening to a Dylan Friends podcast and he recommended it on it, and I was like, right, download, listen, finish it in like a day. Mate, it was bloody awesome. I remember we were pulling up to that kicking contest and I was listening to it into the car, and we were doing a playful little kicking contest, and I was listening about how some blokes just killed himself and this and that, and it's just like the opposite end of the spectrum. It's like, right, lads, I'm going into this kicking contest, and I've just heard the most grim story. It's just like far out.
It's a bit of fun with Kados.
Yeah, a bit of fun with Kados kicking around.
You're coming in like...
I'm coming in just
flat
like
as,
grim.
flat as a
flat
tack.
as, mate, boys. I know, I don't reckon I can do it today.
I reckon we're going to have to call it off.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Well, I mean, all of this is like we're 23, yeah? And I feel like we're very... we go through life together, so like we're kind of in the same areas, but like we're coming into ourselves a lot. Like a lot of the things we do is to improve our life, and it's to improve our future and stuff, and like this kind of stuff is because of that. Don't you reckon? Like 23 is kind of, I feel a little bit different.
Bro, it's when I was a kid, when I was 18, bro, I knew nothing. I feel like I know like 100 times more stuff I knew when I was 18. And when I was 18, I thought I knew everything. Yeah, bro, I just didn't, did I?
It's your EQ, it's your IQ, it's everything.
Yeah.
And like you're doing things to really try and like become a better person. That's what I've noticed, is just like I want to be a better person to the people around me, to my friends, so on.
When you're like 18, I feel like you're chasing girls, you're chasing money, maybe you're chasing popularity, you're chasing this and that. It's like right now, to be honest, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yeah.
If the right lady comes around, then yeah, we won't say no. Money's always nice. You don't want to run out of it, but there's only so much money you really need. All these other external things, I think, having a really good set of values, being a good person, having like these good social interactions, having a good support network.
My footy club had the mental health group Speak Share come and have a chat to us, and they posed a question. We were in like breakout tables. By the way, Speak Share is fantastic. Great work, guys. Loving it. We were out into like breakout groups, and there was like a list of things to ask, like just to promote conversation. And one of them was like, what are you most proud of? And I reckon, I mean, my answer was like friends and stuff, but like doing some deeper thinking on it, it's definitely like the relationships I have. And as you get older, you just appreciate that more and more. When you're 18, like things are just flying, you're going really fast, you're trying to kiss girls, you're trying to, do this, you're trying to figure out what everything is. But, 23, we're still very young, obviously, but we're able to kind of sit back and enjoy it a little bit more. So, yeah.
I'd say so as well. And, something that's helped speed up that development is just having these things in life, like girlfriends, going through breakups, traveling by yourself, traveling with friends, moving out, being a bit more independent, paying for your own things, dealing with adversity, family members passing away, dealing with grief, just like all this stuff that's been jam-packed into these years, I think is really something that school doesn't teach you.
Oh, mate, totally. Yeah. Yep. So if you're out there, you're kind of on the same path as us, keep working away at it, keep working on yourself.
If I can give you a little checklist to develop your character, go get yourself a girlfriend. Get her to like cheat on you or break up with you or something like that, and get absolutely heartbroken, and then go to the gym and turn into a beast, mental plus physical progression. Go and book yourself a flight to another country and don't come back for 6 months, and just figure it out.
Yep, definitely. Or even on a smaller scale, start reading books, start thinking outside of the box, and go to the gym.
Yep.
Good stuff. Let's do a sponsors. Let's keep a roof over our head.
Yeah, keep the roof over our head, lads.
Yeah. Well, to keep the roof over our head, we have Tomorrow Skincare. The boys, we love Tomorrow Skincare. My skin is feeling so good at the moment. Like I'm really happy with it. Yours
is looking absolutely unbelievable.
Thank you.
People have complimented me on my skin, saying it's like really clear and stuff like that. But I feel like a week or two ago I had like a breakout or something like that. I don't know why, completely random. Maybe to do with the powerlifting comp.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sickness,
something like that. But it's so random because my skin was so clear for so long, didn't have anything, and now I just had like a few little blemishes, and it does affect my confidence a little bit, but
it's totally normal though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you guys probably experience it as well. So I don't know, like obviously I've just been consistent with the skincare routine anyway. It's probably not the best plug for them telling I've had a breakout, but
it's very normal.
I feel like that stuff's normal.
Yeah.
But the overall trend is like our skin has been really clear.
So much better. And you talk about the routine. Well, this is the routine, guys. This is exactly what we do. We got Tomorrow Skincare. They're literally told 1 through to 4. They tell you what to do, how to put it on. You feel $1 million after doing the 4-step process.
Like we had a shower before the party yesterday. In the shower, I used because we
went in the same shower.
Yeah, we went in the same shower just to share. To save water, just good for the environment and
Run
stuff
around
like
in
that.
there.
Just pick me, boys. Anyway, we had a run around kick of the footy, so we worked up a bit of a sweat, got in the shower, used the cleanser, obviously get all that bacteria and sweat off. And then once we dried each other, we used 2 to 4 here.
Yep.
And I swear, like, it's like putting makeup on or something because your skin, like, honestly looks better after you put it on.
The serum? Like, it like glows, doesn't it?
Bro, like, I thought your skin would just look the same if you don't put it on, but if you actually put them all on, it like looks better.
It's unreal.
I don't know if they put like makeup in it or something, but it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Mate, so good. And you can either buy, I think, these products individually or get the 4-pack. Honestly, if you've got the money, I'd go for the 4-pack. Like,
it's just something simplified, isn't it? You don't have to worry about mum getting you some absolutely dog shit the skin thing from Coles.
Yeah.
That you can use for your dog's balls or something.
It's like fucking sunscreen.
Yeah, literally. It makes you break out. Like, it's just
it's like Vegemite.
one stress you can tick off kind of thing.
Yeah. So if they want to support us,
you can use code NTF. It'll give you 20% off on the Tomorrow Skincare website. It's probably a link in our bio, or it'll be tomorrowskincare.com.au, something like that. That feeds nicely into Manscaped. You guys have probably heard of them already. They're the absolute goats in male grooming.
Yep. No, they are. And we've got the new Lawnmower 4.0. We use that to trim our hair in delicate areas, in your nether regions.
Use it for my legs as well.
Use it for your legs. It's good. We've used it as like to cut your hair before as well, and like our own hair. So, Manscaped's fantastic. They've got.
Do you like a lip balm?
Yeah, I love the lip balm. I'm pretty reliant on it, actually. Yeah. They've got a new range out, shampoo, conditioner. I think it's like a 4-in-1.
Yeah, 16-in-1.
Yes, tile cleaner, engine bay cleaner, and shampoo. They've got a hydrating body spray, which feels nice on the body.
The Hig actually asked me the other day, we were having a very honest sauna chat, and he's like, do you actually like the Manscaped stuff? And like, obviously I wanted to make a quick sale with a friend I don't really care about. He doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, mate, but no, honestly.
Use code NTF.
I'm like, mate, do you seriously not have one? You've got a missus. Like, what are you doing down there? It's like, fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, we don't throw out the bus.
Yeah, sorry,
Headlines.
mate. He's definitely listening to this. Sorry, mate. So I hope he's picked one up, but like, I feel like every bloke needs one.
I think I've got a spare out there that
you can use grab. The 1.0 you got back in the day. Might have a few hairs in it still,
it's
but
like a gardening tool. The shears.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have one already, what are you doing? Fix yourself up. You can use code NTF. That'll give you 20% off and free shipping on manscaped.com.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Nice work, mate. Now we've got a mailbag.
An absolutely brimming mailbag.
First time in a while, actually. This is Buick Hewson, I think.
Yeah.
He says, top 3 things to enhance male attractiveness as a teenager/young male. Great question.
Yep.
Fantastic question. We've written a few things down here.
There's 2 very ugly boys. We can't really help here out there, mate.
Yeah, well, definitely originally not the prettiest looking lads.
No,
but
mate, still not, We've
helped ourselves a little bit. We've done what we can.
We've
worked
got
with
that
what we
cards
got.
we've been dealt with.
Yeah.
And we've tried to, do something with it.
Yeah. So number 1, which actually comes in nicely from the sponsorship, is male grooming.
Yeah.
And, you don't have to use the products we are promoting, but if you choose to, that's great. But just like have good quality products and take care of yourself.
So do you know what the most disgusting thing is? When someone has smelly breath.
Yeah.
Have you ever witnessed me having smelly breath?
No, very rarely.
I feel like you should be able to know when you got disgusting breath, because it'll feel like Chernobyls coming out of your mouth.
I reckon I only really started taking proper dental hygiene care after my breakup.
Yeah, dude. There are some people, and they just, bro, it smells so bad. Like, sort that shit out. I don't want to make you feel bad, but bro, like, that's the most off-putting thing ever.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like you got gangrene on your mouth or something.
Trench mouth.
Dude, I don't know. I'm pretty on top of this stuff, man. Like, I literally bought a $500 toothbrush. Because I want white teeth. I've never used the teeth whitening strips or anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like my teeth are pretty white.
Yeah, you got nice teeth.
And mate, I go everywhere with it. Like tongue, bloody gum.
Asshole.
Jesus, mate. TMI. But anyway, and floss once a day. I even use an air flosser as well, and I put mouthwash in it. And that's I got the whole set up. I take it very seriously.
So for the younger ones listening, male grooming isn't like loading up on links at lunchtime and like just, you know, overuse of everything. It's just being clean, and it's like taking care of yourself essentially.
So like, it's working on having as clear skin as possible that you can have, not having disgusting facial hair, making sure your breath smells good, you know, style your hair in a good way. I know I'm probably not the best example right now, but I'm rocking it and I like it. I don't know what else. The other one is, dude, if you got BO.
Yeah. It's
disgusting,
You've got to try sort it out if you can. Obviously, it's more difficult.
Bro, I swear there were a few blokes at like pubs and stuff yesterday. You could smell them from 3 kilometers away.
You smell them before you see them.
It's like, you know those planes where you can hear them before, no, you see them before you hear them.
Yeah.
It's like, mate, I can smell you before I see you.
Here he comes.
It's like that stench is traveling quicker than the
like
speed
a bloodhound. Sniffs it out.
Well, you know you can smell it. Surely you remember last night walking past blokes. Mate, that is disgusting.
Sort that out, brother.
That is feral.
Been a long day on the tools.
Been a long day. Have a shower or something, brother.
Half time.
Dude. My kind of go-to for that is I use like an antiperspirant under the arms. Just cheeky this one, that one. Either like Dove or what's the other one? Fucking not Lynx. Lynx isn't good for like long. I use
Rexona.
Yeah, there you go, mate. It smells so good.
Yeah.
Also, the Manscaped have one as well, a roll-on.
Yeah.
Which is also
the
really
Manscaped aftershave is actually really good. That's my daily.
Anyway, I was talking through my routine before you interrupted me.
You asked.
Yeah. Anyway, so bit of this one, bit of deodorant. Then I'll learn a tip for how to disperse like cologne properly. So what you do is you go 2 sprays on the neck. So you like the front of the neck here or like throat. Then you go 1 on the back of the neck. These are like the hot spots where you get the most out of it apparently. And then 1 on the wrist, 1 on the wrist.
Okay.
Bang. And that's all you need to do. Don't spray it on your clothes. Don't do anything. It is one of the most frequent compliments I get is that I smell really good.
And you don't want it to be too overpowering. No. Like it needs to be like just a little whiff. You know when you walk past people, I reckon we walked past like the final Zara bosses on Chapel Street once.
Final Zara
and
boss.
Mate, they were dunked.
They've loaded up, mate.
And it's just a joke. Like you're taking the piss.
Disgusting. You literally only need 4 to 5 sprays. That's all you need, and it'll make your cologne last way longer. 1 on the wrist, 1 on the other wrist, 1 to 2 on the front of the throat, 1 on the back of the neck. Simple as that. Don't do any more. That's all that is necessary. Go-to colognes. I got you a Tom Ford.
Yeah,
it's
like nice, beautiful, mate. Yep. Yeah, thank you very much.
It's good.
So that's male grooming. So sort out your grooming is number 1. Number 2, go to the bloody gym.
Yeah, I think this transfers into multiple different aspects.
Yeah, well, it's going to help your mental health, your confidence if you're looking good. You were talking about like a waist to shoulder ratio.
Yeah. So it's like objective. It is science that like whether they admit it or not, women are like you go back to prehistoric days, they want like a man who can like protect. They don't want like the bloke who's going to get eaten by a lion or some shit.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
They want the big caveman who's going to dominate. Like,
booga booga.
And apparently a really big signal of that is the shoulder to waist ratio.
Yeah.
You don't want the opposite. You don't want thin shoulders, wide waist.
Blocky waist.
Because, you don't want to look like a triangle like that. You want to look like an inverted triangle.
Yep.
So apparently, the big shoulder to waist ratio is a key one. And obviously the gym helps with that. Another one is posture. If you're looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame... You're probably limiting your chances, right? And something that I think the gym has helped with and having like a solid core and everything is you're more pronounced when you're just standing up, which is something we take it for granted. But you see blokes with their shoulders rolled in and it's just not a good look, is it?
No, not at all. And you'll feel a whole lot better. You'll be a whole lot more confident, especially, like having good glutes when you're standing. You can tell the difference. When I was young, before I was doing, good for, when I was young, like I'd have all these issues and then a sore back and because I'm not standing, I wasn't activating my glutes.
Yeah.
But so gym is an important one.
Also, if you have massive quads that like tear apart any set of pants you're wearing on, it just like looks absolutely sick on a night out. The other one is like obviously if you gym and you're lean, your face is going to look a whole lot more attractive. I can tell when I'm like bulked up to 85 kilos, like I feel like I look way uglier because
chungy.
Yeah, my face just looks like fat bastard, and it's just not good. Whereas when I drop down to like 80 kilos, my jawline's way more pronounced, just face is leaner, and like I believe, and I'm sure you guys will as well, that it looks way better.
Yeah, no, definitely. So that's the next one. So we got male grooming, we got the go to the gym, and our last one is a little bit more like kind of deep, I suppose, not as superficial. Yeah, be driven, have confidence, and be driven. Now that doesn't necessarily mean make huge amounts of money and be CEO. Like just be driven in some field or have something to be driven towards, whether that's sport, whether that's anything. It could be a job, so on.
I feel like if you excel in that field, whether you're a top level basketball player, whether you're a top level stockbroker, or you're just doing well in whatever field you're passionate about and you're absolutely killing it and you're driven towards it, you might not have made and collected the accolades yet, but if you're working towards it, that energy, it's visible, right?
Yeah.
And that is going to spill over into the way you interact with people, subsequently the way you interact with women, and that confidence. Like Prime Train, for instance, he is, mate, he'd be one of the best at it, I'd say. Yeah. He's very driven with what he does, and he's so confident, not in a cocky, arrogant way when he talks to girls, but it just like flows over really well. And I think that is just going to pay dividends in any sort of interaction like that.
Yep, definitely. So that's the list, I reckon.
The list is male grooming, gym, and be driven.
Yep, do it. You guys have got it. Now we've got one more question. We had a few. I might go through them and have a quick look while you answer this. But do you reckon the Australian Sidemen will actually become a thing? That's from Lockie Bolitude. I think. Yep.
Butcher the name anyway.
Yeah, sorry, Lockie. Do you reckon the Australian Sidemen will actually happen? So that's the thing we're doing with Kados, Prime, and Shep.
Yep.
Do you reckon it's going to actually happen?
Mate, I hope it does. I think it's got pretty untapped potential. I feel like Australia is 10 to 20 years behind the UK and the US.
Yep.
Just in terms of like social media and content and a whole lot of other stuff. And I think like this group and a few others are probably in the position to innovate here. Let's stop being, selfish and focused on ourselves and focus on our own channels. It's good and it's all that, but like, let's build a community here.
And I think we could really provide if we did that. Like, as in for like, we could provide content and good like tips and skills and stuff to people who watch our content.
100%. I don't know. I just want to foster this community because you see in like the UK, you got the Sidemen and things like that, where there's different personalities and they're all doing challenges and it's fun, it's entertaining and people are loving it. And we want to do something here in Australia like that. So this is a vision. I think it's already spoken. We literally spent like 2-3 hours together and we've got a TikTok that's got like 1.5 million views, which took 15 minutes to make. We got more content coming as well.
We got more coming.
And a kicking challenge on YouTube that did a ridiculous amount of views.
Yeah, which I'm so happy for Kados because like he worked really hard on that. He worked
so hard. He's not a good kicker, but he's a good editor.
Shocking kick.
Bloke's whole content is centered around AFL. I don't even know what sport I'm playing and I smacked him. Yeah, so just I'm sorry, Kados, but
stick to the editing. But also we love you because
we love you.
That was really fun. Yeah, exactly. So I think it will happen.
Yeah.
Got another question here from Caitlin_Halden says, is Lewis single?
Yeah.
I'm very single, Caitlin. If you're attractive, message me.
Yeah, attractive on the inside and out.
Any girl, that is.
Yeah.
Anything will do. Anyone. Just crumb. Give me a crumb.
Give us a crumb, mate. A milliliter. Please, mate.
Give me some, please. Mate.
So if you have any good names for the Australian Sidemen, should we tell them what the front runner name is?
On our potty? Yeah, let's do it.
So
We're thinking
the cherry pickers. Everyone knows what a cherry picker is. It's a tap-in merchant. Pinaldo. It's someone who just...
You're plucking them.
You're getting the easy grabs.
Yep.
And, we're all pretty shit, so cherry pickers.
It would be good. Imagine the merch we could do. Imagine the, like...
I'm thinking Cherry Bomb, Tyler, the Creator type setup.
Yeah, I'm loving it already. So, yeah, if you guys want to see that, keep on top of us, keep us accountable. If you really are keen to see the cherry pickers or the Australian Sidemen thing, bloody message.
If you guys have a better name as well, please DM us.
Yeah, but DM like other creators, Shep mates, like make them get in the forefront and let's bloody make it happen.
Yeah. If you guys have listened to the end, you're absolutely amazing. We love you. The views and the ratings on this show are amazing. But if you haven't rated us 5 stars, what are you doing?
Please do.
that would help us out so much. And also, if you follow the show as well on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, subscribe on YouTube, like, chuck a comment, just run it up. We love you, and we hope you have a very good week.
Bye. Love you.